Okay, hello everyone. My name is Eric Masowski, and in this tutorial we're going to be looking at how we can add audio to the Max interface. And so this is very helpful for a couple different reasons. One, if you want to lip sync character animation to, to an audio track, then we can play back audio within our Max environment that corresponds to our timeline here. So we'll be able to easily match up lip positions and so on. Along the same lines, we can also use it to trigger events or to tell us when certain events need to happen in our animation. But we can also use it to help visualize the audio position controller that we may have assigned to an object. So how do we do that? So let's get started. If we go into graph editors and just choose a track view curve editor. Now within here at the very top underneath world you'll see a sound section. If we right click on that and go to properties, we can configure it. So we're going to choose a sound. Got this sound set up. There we go. If we know the beats per minute, we can put that information, and Max will add little indicators in our curve editor here. And so while this may not be the beats per minute, I'm just going to turn it on so you can see what's happening. Let me click OK. Now it doesn't look like anything changed here, but if we open this up, we look at our metronome, or sorry, the waveform, you can see that it has the waveform here. And this represents pretty much the intensity or the sound that's being produced or fed into 3D Studio Max. So if I play this back, you may hear a couple things there. What was happening is those little beeps were the metronome. And then you can also, let's deactivate our metronome. So we go back up to properties, turn that off, go back down to our waveform, and we hit play. You can hear that the sound directly corresponds to this right here, to our waveform. We can also scrub this. So when you're dealing with audio, like spoken text or spoken words, then you will find it very helpful to be able to scrub back and forth and hear the audio that you're trying to sync up with. So if we play this back, I probably have my settings a little off. There we go. And so you can see it jitters a whole lot. So it's usually not that useful to use a regular song or anything like that unless there's a very persistent and clear beat that overpowers everything else. So that should do it for adding sound to your Max scene. Now, if you render this out to an AVI or QuickTime movie, it will keep the audio in there. However, I wouldn't really recommend using this sound feature of Max as a way to add a soundtrack to your movies or to your animations, because that job is better done by different programs such as Adobe Premiere or even something along the lines of Vegas or Acid from Sony. So those packages do a much better job and allow you to control the audio file much better. This is mostly here just for reference, so you should really treat it as such. Okay? If you have any questions, feel free to email me or post on the forums. Thanks.